So what did you and Big Deal end up talking about?
So, okay, were you guys privy to the argument that took place with TRell and Big Deal?
It was two different ones, right?
I heard it was a big deal with him coming up here.
Well, we can get into that, but there was, okay, so, wait, what was the big deal?
Him coming up here.
Yeah, it was a big deal, but it was a big deal, so it was already a big deal.
Right,
but,
it feels bad. It feels like drama.
So they got into it on the podcast, and so we have an interview. It's dropping tomorrow at around 4 p.m. And the basic gist of it is that they got into a fight so bad on there because he spoke about AD getting beat up, right? AD's San Diego situation. He said something about it.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, he was on Instagram Live with somebody, and he didn't even say anything out of pocket at all. All he said was AD took an L.
I could say that about the homie.
You said something way worse than that, and then you said you talked to him about it on the phone.
Me?
You were making fun of him for it. Big Deal didn't even do
the fuck?
Okay, it's not about what you said, but I'm just saying.
What just happened?
Trust me, what you said was way more aggressive than what Big Deal said.
Aggressive?
OT Jennings was making fun of him right in front of his face.
What the fuck is going on?
I mean, you gotta make fun of him. How could you not make fun of him? He got sat down like Winnie the Pooh.
I didn't say you got your ass beat. Who are you? I just said, what the fuck are you doing on the floor?
But all I'm saying, the clip of you was way more making fun of him.
That's no jumper doing that.
No, I heard exactly what you said.
They be twisting it viciously.
Big Deal. All he said was like, "Aha, yeah, the homie AD, he took a L, man." Like he didn't say nothing crazy, and it's on Instagram Live, so it's not like it's like going out there all over the fucking world.
Because they don't show what happened prior, so they just show them getting into it.
No, there is no footage of what happened prior, so we can't even judge on like what else might have happened in that fight or whatever. But the important thing is that TRell's girl Heather, she hits up Big Deal in the DMs, and presumably, since it seems like she wears the pants in the relationship, she didn't ask for permission before she did this.
He said that.
I mean, literally, but she reached out to Big Deal and told him like, you don't need to be talking about shit that happened, rah rah rah. Like we trying to get some chili, meaning like you can.
No,
come,
she told him get some chili.
Meaning you could come on our podcast in which you do not get paid, and you can have your opinion about AD, and then we're not going to give you any money for it. So it's basically like you're not going to get any chili either way. But he was offended by this, and him and TRell get into a huge fucking argument about it. And while I'm watching it, I follow Big Deal because I was impressed by him as a commentator, as a podcaster, as a host. I'm looking at him thinking, I feel like this dude is the real deal. I feel like this other guy, this skinny fuck in the front, I feel like he's actually playing the character of the Big Deal dude. Exactly. You know what it's like, honestly? It's like, you know how we all knew about Rick Ross, and then down the road you start seeing the interviews with Freeway, Ricky Ross.
Right.
And you realize that Rick Ross kind of like based his life on the shit that Freeway Ricky really did.
Right.
So like TRell is kind of like based his life on what Big Deal actually did, right? So to me, that's like a super interesting interview to do.
He on the road right now.
No, I'm just being real. Like that's actually how it is. So I reached out to Big Deal. I followed him. He followed me back. Boom. I told him like, hey, we should do an interview because to me, he has a super interesting story, and I don't really think that this is like me super mega stirring the pot because this is normal. Like when TRell and them left No Jumper, they did all kinds of interviews with people that used to work for No Jumper. Bootleg Kev, when they left No Jumper, he did interviews with them. And I didn't get mad at Bootleg Kev about that. I'm like, this is, people are doing shit. We could have conversations about it. It's no big deal. So I invited Big Deal on.
Why do I feel like some all type of sarcasm?
No, every single thing I just said is true.
But it's like
my thing is it's all kind of like cross promo for all the different platforms.
No. People ain't watching that shit anymore. That shit fell off a cliff. But they're watching No Jumper now. No Jumper going crazy.
Y'all see what I'm saying?
They're buying fake viewers and shit. There was a back on fake and community. They're both buying fake viewers.
Come to No Jumper.
We see it happening. We're gonna prove it.
I've seen a lot of podcasts talking. If you want to come to a podcast where you can do your own thing, get your own chili.
Exactly.
Come to No Jumper.
Because their whole thing is that all these dudes should basically stick with them and go to war with them and be loyal to them, but never get any kind of money in return. Whereas on the other hand, I'm actually running an ethical business in which you pay people for their time, which is not as profitable as what they're doing, where you just basically like tell everybody to fuck off and you don't share the money with anyone, which is amazing to me, honestly, because TRell and Smack, I seen clips of them like yesterday bragging about how rich they are off podcasts and how they make so much money. And I'm like, I just saw a clip of TRell yelling in his brother's face. And this is what he's saying. He's saying, what am I going to give you for coming on the podcast? What, am I going to give you $100? It's like,
give me some money. You my brother, nigga.
$100. Yes, give him $100.
Nigga,
like,
give me $1,000 for this or next.
Like they,
going viral.
They live in the fucking valley. He lives in the set. He got to drive all the way up there. You can't help a motherfucker out with some gas money.
Dang.
I'm just saying, like, and you can't be rubbing your wealth in their fucking face and flaunting. Look at my G-Wagon. Look at my gallery department.
Real nigga shit
Look
you
at me
saying right now, Adam.
I'm handicapped. I got all these fancy clothes. Look at my diamonds. Look at my hair transplant.
Keep going.
Fuck that shit. Help Big Deal out. I had to do it. He can't. He refused to take care of his brother because
So you're saying
I had to come in and help his brother make some motherfucking chili because they don't want to pay nobody.
That's a no jumper real.
That's some real shit. That's some
real
valley
no jumper
shit.
move.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I had to help him out, and I just want to make this 100% clear. I'm not stunting on Big Deal at all because I got nothing but respect for him. He a working class dude. You know who I'm stunting on. The handicap. But Big Deal is a solid individual. He's the real genuine article. And from my interview with him, I realized that there's been a bunch of times in which TRell's emotional Gemini diva behavior has basically fucked up chili for him that I didn't even know about beforehand. So I have so much more empathy for Big Deal now because I realize like what he's had to fucking deal with in terms of having an emotional ass brother that basically is trying to stand in between him and getting to the bag. So like this whole thing with him basically trying to like limit anybody finding out about Big Deal on Back on Fig, this is not a new thing. But people are going to find out all about this tomorrow when the interview comes.
I think as my brother, if you do have an avenue and a way for me to make money and you are rich, or that's what you're saying, right?
You got the G-Wagon, you got the hair transplant, you got the gallery department.
If you rich and playing with chili and you playing with it too, I will never watch my brother. Now, I don't know if this is what you doing. I will never watch my brother. If he wants to work, I will really help the nigga.
So you saying he don't even split his handicap check with him or nothing?
No, nothing. He don't even let him use the handicap parking pass.
That's nuts.
He's like, you go to Walmart, you got to park all the way in the back. You could be walking for 2 days.
Extra plaque for my boy. That's crazy.
You're gonna finish your steps on your phone just walking to the Walmart because I want to use my fucking parking pass. Anyway, but Big Deal, honestly, like from me sitting down and talking to him for 2 hours, I think he's super fucking talented. And I didn't realize that TRell was gonna take such offense to me doing an interview with his brother. So yesterday he does a 5-hour live stream talking about me. And
hey, bring me some water.
Can we show the screen up here for just a second? Because what's really crazy, and this is actually taken from Big Deal's Instagram story, but apparently the flag might have been dropped because as you can see right here, this was before there's an orange rug.
Calm down,
You scroll down a little bit. This was yesterday.
Oh, what happened?
The rug's gone. So we call him this rug gate. Apparently, he wasn't really planning on standing on business. And trust me, in the interview the Big Deal interview that's dropping tomorrow, we get clarity about the validity of TRell claiming to be where he says that he's from. Let me ask you a question.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck is going on?
Big Deal did not hold back. Big Deal let us know exactly what he feels about it. You're going to have to tune in tomorrow to find out.
Oh, shit.
I'm just saying.
Cuz that sound like arch nemesis now.
No, it sound like...
Once brothers turn on each other like that, that's arch nemesis.
Hey, and what's crazy, though, is that I am your brother's keeper. Because you weren't keeping your brother under the... Like, you weren't showing him the right type of affection. So now I got to swoop in and help this motherfucker actually become something. I guarantee you, a couple years from now, everybody's going to know Big Deal's name, and he's going to be more cracking than TRell. Because he's the real deal, and he got personality out the ass. He's very, very good on camera. That's just my prediction.
I'm the
weatherman.
I think you know what you're talking about.
You feel me? Anyway.
So we gotta tune in tomorrow at 4.
Oh, tomorrow is going to be going crazy. It's fucking fire. Yeah.
And then shit, after that's over, y'all tune into No Statements, 6 p.m.
And that's coming too.
I got a surprise coming for niggas too.
What's the surprise?
Tune in for DW.
Oh, right. We're doing another
Dead
show
homies.
as well. Anyway, don't get me off track. We're going to keep
what I
talking
just
about
said.
this.
I was trying to keep going.
Right, but so yeah, I feel like the orange rug is not coming back. The orange rug seems like it's been eliminated from the conversation, which is kind of crazy. But there's one clip that I would like to play that I would. Oh shit! I don't think they put up. Oh yeah. Actually, it's a different one. It's in the email, right? Can you bring that up on screen?
Was going off on you?
I'll stop.
Oh, maybe that's what's
wanna read
adding
the-
that fire that you got.
We
today.
have
you got a
the
little
super
fire
chats now.
today, cuz.
They turned up in the chat.
And to me, this is the crazy part about it is that TRell tried to say and do every single thing that he could possibly think of yesterday to piss me off.
Yeah.
When you watch the interview, you are going to see an extremely restrained 22-ster. Basically, like, not talking shit, not popping shit. I was shooting people back on Fig Bail when we had the conversation about Heather and shit. I was trying to clean it up aggressively for him so that it wouldn't be an issue. I took some of his more extreme statements and tried to, like, kind of get in there and be like, you couldn't possibly have meant this, right?
Yeah.
And he lessened the tone on some shit that I don't know if I was the reason why he did that, but he didn't necessarily go as aggressive as, if I really hated TRell, I would have been trying to like push narratives and agendas and stuff like that. To me, this is not a real beef. He's not somebody that I consider on my level at all.
So you can still have a face-to-face with him right now.
A face-to-face, I mean, I don't want to smell his stank-ass breath. To me, he's just not like on my level. You could compare somebody like me. You can compare me to Academics, Vlad, Sean Cotton. Don't compare me to him. I demand another level of respect.
You saying the Mount Rushmore of podcasters.
I'm saying if you haven't created a multi-million-dollar business out of your talents, then don't talk to me. Or if you're a fan, don't compare me to those people because I don't belong in the conversation with them. You want to know? I'm going to let you guys in on a conversation. You want to know something?
Shit.
The levels.
I talk to Vlad all the time.
Vlad, my nigga, too.
I told Vlad. You know what I told Vlad? I said, hey, I got a good one coming out. I interviewed TRell's brother. You don't want to know what he said? Vlad said, who's TRell?
That's funny as fuck.
I said,
too.
never mind.
That's funny as fuck. Because you thought you came like,
You're
boom.
funny as a motherfucker.
I forget that Vlad,
Hey, what the
that this
fuck?
dude has not risen to the level that Vlad's going to be paying attention to him,
Bought that water for me? Yeah.
Oh, she got the Choco Rooms, too. Where the hell did you find those? God damn, I've been looking for those
So
things.
is there a clip of any of this shit?
There is, but I mean, I sent it to Josh and you yesterday.
Oh, I got it in the text.
Yeah, but can you email it? I thought you guys were gonna have it ready.
Well, I thought it was. That's what they told me.
Yep.
So you can't give us no insight anything about the interview from yesterday? I mean from the other day?
I mean, honestly, all I want to say is that
you
we
can't
touched
tell us
on
about it.
everything. Yeah, I don't want to like reveal too much. I only showed it to a couple of people in the camp, but
Yeah, you show me. I just want to.
it was good. It was a fucking great conversation,
see it tomorrow.
and it's dropping tomorrow. And I feel like a lot of people are going to see the new Prince of LA be crowned. I don't want to hype him up too much because I feel like I really fuck with him as a podcaster, but I don't want to necessarily make him feel like, oh, it's going to be just smooth sailing from here. But to me, I felt like he brought a lot to the table. So I'm excited about it. I feel like
he's
we're
starting his own-
entering the big deal era.
Okay.
He's starting his own shit.
He making a big deal.
Let's talk about it. It's a big
Okay.
deal. They're starting to call me Lil Deal.
That's
don't do that.
Baby deal, maybe. I don't know. Like
That's
I'm thinking about,
crazy, fool.
I might have him fully put me under the wing.
That's,
But then
Baby
he'll
deal is
be like
wild.
literally TRell. Then at that
that's
point.
Oh, you're right.
stupid as
Damn.
fuck.
That's a good point.
Are you? Well, a lot
I
of
don't wanna
people
go
would
there with
ask. You could tell that you
You'll be
fuck with
in
it.
his shoes, following
it-
his footsteps.
Do you have an agenda behind this? What are you doing?
I'm just having fun with it. Like honestly, if you had asked me a year ago before they left the platform, if you had asked me, could you ever in a million years imagine a world in which you would have this sort of energy for the people that left the channel? And the answer would be no. Prior to these dudes, I had never spoke on, been disrespectful. You saw people like Cam Girl leave the podcast, and I was never disrespectful to her. You saw House Phone leave the podcast, never disrespectful to him after he left. A lot of people, a lot of different people who we never had any kind of bad blood. when TRell and AD left No Jumper, they made it their mission to spread as much negative information, as much disinformation as possible to the public about No Jumper. And that really has, kind of empowered me to feel like, oh shit, okay, I feel like since you guys treated me a certain way when I was down and you were up, now that the shoes have switched, I feel like what? Okay.
That's how it
So
goes.
let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. DW, let's say you work here for another 6 months. You fucking with us. And then one day, something happens. Shit goes bad.
Let's not say
We
that.
stop, God forbid. But say shit stops working. Do you think for a second that TRell is not going to be in your DM saying, come on back on Fig? People at home, come the fuck on. You all know that he would be the first person in your DMs saying, come on my show. So the idea that I wouldn't have big deal, the biggest deal on my podcast after they split up, especially when I feel like he's being actually like blackballed by the industry. And I feel like, again, he's Freeway Ricky and TRell is Rick Ross. I feel like it's important.
So you saying that was a chess move?
It's not even like a chess move because I don't even feel like they're.
Say he would have did it to me.
They're not anything for me to even be going at like that.
It's not a chess match.
It's not a chess match. It's just me throwing shit at the
I'm
cage.
gonna get a better understanding after I hear. Cause
Check this clip out right here. How do I press play on this? Where's my mouse? There I am. All right. This is basically TRell playing the victim and responding to what I said. Where's the play button? Seems like there should be a play button. Oh, there it is.
Not from the set.
Oh, wait.
There's
you
not
guys, You guys don't have headphones? Throw those on real quick.
oh damn, I barely heard you again. That his brother said something about him not being from the set.
I mean, that will be addressed
You can't take
tomorrow.
away. You
but
do that to cut street credibility.
Okay, now I remember what clip this is. So I just want to draw attention to what's going on here. When you beef with people online, especially in a situation like this where I'm unbothered, I'm chilling, I'm having a good time, I'm having a conversation with your brother, whatever. And if you want to respond to me when we're doing this sort of dialogue, you should be trying to act like you don't give a fuck. I know you've been getting into it with Big Sad. What's Big Sad doing when he beefing with you? And we'll get into that later in the podcast. But what
not beefing with me.
What is it? Okay, but the back and forth.
Let's clear that up.
We'll get into it in a bit. What is Big Sad's persona that he's presenting in this beef? And what is your persona?
Me personally,
You acting cool as fuck. He acting cool. He acting unbothered. He acting like he don't give a fuck. He
My
making
name
rap
good.
songs, hollering. Okay, not to get into the details,
My
but I'm
name
just
good.
saying the posture that both of you guys are assuming is not one of being hurt or not one of being upset. It's I'm having fun. I'm happy. What we have here is a clip in which TRell cannot hide the fact he's on the verge of tears because
saying he can't even.
It hasn't even come out yet, but he already knows that his brother is going to reveal his strained relationship to the place that he claims that he's from. Let's roll this clip real quick.
Not from the set. There's not a soul on this earth that can tell me I ain't from West South Street.
Let it out, loved one. You could hear the voice cracking. You can hear the waterworks are about to start. Let's keep going. Sorry.
Let me see.
And there's not a soul that can keep me from over there. There's not one person on this earth that can keep me away from that shit.
Well, what about the fucking rug? Where's the rug?
I don't think.
All I want to know, man, why'd you take the rug out of there? I feel like they're slowly easing their way back on the gang politics stuff because young Rich Moolah came on here. He's from Fruittown, Piru. He went there with Stunner Girl. And he said that he wasn't feeling the vibes in the room. He's from a certain gang. If you didn't know where you were going and you pulled up to do a podcast there, you might feel a little bit of something, right? Like maybe I look a little goofy sitting on this couch. I don't know. All I'm saying is that
I didn't say that.
all will be revealed
That's going
tomorrow.
That's going. He gonna get summons for sure.
What for it being gone?
What? No, he's gonna get summons. To the
Yeah, he might get summoned. Brick Baby got summoned. He definitely getting summoned. Anyway, I just wanted to draw attention to that. I do have a couple more clips too. Let's check this one out. Well, actually, I don't even want to play this one because this is the one where he's acting like I'll hire anybody who has beef with him. I haven't hired anybody who has beef with him. I did one interview with Young Rich Moolah in which he spoke on TRell and talked about basically his hoe-ass behavior in the face of, and because what did TRell do when Young Rich Moolah went to his crib and took a flick?
I don't know.
He called Big Deal. His first and only line of defense. We're going to call Big Deal.
Blower.
Yeah. But I was outside with my blower. Anyway, no.
Adam, stop, fool.
It's in the sidebar.
Stop. Hey, yo, chill.
That's funny, bro. What the fuck?
And this is his Reddit. This ain't even the No Jumper Reddit. I can't even co-sign this Reddit.
I was in the garage with the blower.
Niggas, it's too funny. That shit is funny as fuck, bro.
I was in the garage with the blower, though. I seen him pull up and I seen him pull off.
That's crazy. Stop playing
Like,
with
I've
that.
seen this. For some reason, whenever I go to Reddit, I just scroll past this, and every fucking time it makes me laugh my ass off. What are you doing, bro?
That's a funny picture.
I wish I had it lined up, but I don't even have it. But there was also he was showing his he took his shirt off. Like, he was so mad at me that he ripped his shirt off and started comparing me going at him to when he got into his motorcycle accident and lost use of his arm. Okay, beefing rule number 2, straight from the 22 story. You don't want to like compare me dissing you to the most traumatic event that ever happened to you in your entire fucking life, where you lost use of one of your appendages.
Right.
What are you doing? That's not how you beef. If he disses me and I come on here damn near crying and saying like, yo, this is just like when my dad hit me with a belt when I was 8 years old.
That's crazy.
Bro, you don't got like you don't want to show your hand. You don't want to like just let everybody know.
Yeah.
This is how you get to me.
Yeah.
When you're on there crying and cracking your voice and shit like
Dog,
that.
I have seen you a little emotional lately. Like some of the clips I've been seeing.
You seen me getting emotional?
No, not you,
okay.
TRell.
Okay.
Yeah, he been like a little like kind of fussy or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Passive aggressive.
Jesse?
Fussy is a crazy word.
Passive
Yeah, covers like fussy on there on the set.
Passive aggressive.
He letting his true lady, his inner lady boy come out a little bit
Y'all
too
niggas
much.
going in.
It's just crazy. But anyway, I mean, he was saying every single thing he could possibly say about me yesterday. I kept it super cool on the interview. So I feel like when people see the interview, even the Back on Fig fans are going to feel like the 22ster did his thing. Like, it was a fair interview. I didn't provoke him to talk about anything super negative. I kept it very, very
I'm
fair.
ready to see this interview.
I mean, I'm telling you, when it drops tomorrow, this is like the bombshell piece of journalism for all of time. It was incredible. I was actually thinking about having Big Deal pull up here today, but I want to make sure that we get the interview out before we do that. So that's premiering tomorrow. Let me read a couple donations.